What did you do?
Well, I appreciate the support.
Well, I happen to know that Lulu's very much in love with you. Honey, she was in this thing for keeps. It had to be some kind of freaking catastrophe for her to bail.
Okay, can we not talk about this?
We're gonna talk about it. When my son loses the girl that he's very much in love with, I'm gonna talk about it.
All right, I can't imagine my future without Lulu. I never thought I'd find anything this good, and I've gone and blown it.
Honey, I don't believe that.
No, why? I lied to her, Ma. She's done.
Okay, what happened?
Well, you know how I told you I knew Brenda from before in New York when I carded her? Well, Lulu found out there was more to it than that.
How much more are we talking about here?
This has to stop. I need you at work, and your dad has me wrapped up in some scheme to smuggle diamonds.
This is about Kate. I'm sure
No,
that if
hello, prison for like the next decade until I'm old and wrinkly, and we both know how I look in orange.
Whatever my dad's doing, he'll keep us safe.
Okay, tough love. Get up.
Lexi,
You're
stop,
going to work. I'm not
stop.
covering for you with Kate
I'm
again.
not going.
I'm not gonna let you stay here and drown in your own misery like some doormat. Not that I think doormats drown, but this is embarrassing, Lulu. Where is your integrity? How can you let your whole self get wrapped up in some guy?
He's not some guy. He's the man that I love. He's been lying to me for months. He's been covering up feelings for Brenda.
Okay, so he has a crush on Brenda. It's not like he's gonna act on it.
I actually thought that he was gonna be the one.
Well, maybe he is the one. I mean, I always thought you guys were great together, and I consider myself a tough critic.
You're not even listening to me. Lies and betrayal aside, I cannot be with a man who's half in love with another woman.
Your Brenda have feelings for Brenda, but nothing ever happened.
Well, so you explained that to Lulu?
It doesn't matter. I lied to her too many times, Ma. First, I tell her that I didn't even know who Brenda was. Then she finds out that I guarded her in New York. Then I tell her it was just a job. She finds out that we knew each other well.
Oh, well.
It's not like it was some big love affair.
Okay, but still, I guess I can see how Lulu would feel a little bit betrayed.
All right, so how do I get her back? How do I get her to trust me?
Oh, honey, times like this, I really wish that I had more experience in relationships. But I never got married, and you were the only thing that mattered to me the whole time you were growing up. Certainly more than any man that came along. But the one thing that I always know is true. When you are having a misunderstanding with someone that you care about, you always put yourself in their shoes first. Ask yourself how you would feel if you were them.
If I were Lulu,
Yeah.
I don't know that I could ever trust me again. But I'm not gonna let her go. I love her too much.
So you gotta fight for her. Honey, you are a wonderful man. I know that. And Lulu, she knows that in her heart.
I hope so. Hey, you ready to go?
Actually, you know what? You don't have to drive me.
Well, wait, what do you mean? I'm not gonna take a cab. You're my mother.
Hey, you ready to blow this joint?
You must be mistaken.
She's just finishing up her discharge forms, so just drop her off at her house, whatever.
I thought we'd stop and grab a bite on the way.
Dinner. Nice.
Yeah, your mom wanted to go home and cook. She has trouble with the concept taking it easy.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me about my mother.
That wasn't my intention.
Look, I'm sorry. I get that you guys got close with the bus crash and everything, but if you want to wine and dine her, don't you think you should wait a few days?
I enjoy your mother's company. I'd like to think the feeling's mutual.
Isn't that some kind of ethics code breaking going out with a patient?
She's Dr. Drake's patient, not mine.
All right, but she had a rough surgery. She's recovering, and there's the chief of staff by her bedside. You think that's fair to
Dante,
her?
she needed all the support she could get.
Yeah, from friends and family, not doctors. It's gonna like you're taking advantage of her.
Excuse me, Steve, can I have just a word with my son for a minute? Thanks. Dante, Angelo Falconer, you keep your nose out of my private life.
The car.
Grilling the man like I'm some teenage virgin from the old country.
Okay, I just don't want you to get hurt.
Dr. Weber happens to be a very nice man.
That's great. You just broke up with Johnny. You're on the rebound.
So I would think you'd be thrilled about that. Anyway, do you see me rushing in anything?
I don't know. Are you?
Dante, Steve and I enjoy each other's company. We're getting to know one another. If it ever becomes more than that, I'm not going to feel like I need to ask you permission.
Okay, and he took care of you after the bus
Yes.
crash, and now you have some kind of Florence Nightingale reverse thing going on.
Are you going to play some kind of armchair psychologist with me? Because I can do that all day. You're butting your nose into my private life because you don't want to deal with your own right now. Okay, how would you like it if I called Lulu up and started doing some of my own meddling?
Okay, look, I don't want you to get hurt. I care about you. That's all.
Love you.
Love you too. Have a good drive home.
And either.
You ever miss those days?
No.
Come on. You and me, on the run from the law, hiding out in that New York City apartment for weeks.
Can't imagine why I would want a job and a home.
Well, it must be that cop boyfriend of yours. Bad influence.
Morgan stonewalled. If you don't mind my asking, where are you going with this?
It's a simple case of vengeance. A man died, and his family deserves justice.